Doom, 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 doom. Happy New Year, John. Happy New Year to you. What's going on? What's going on, gentlemen? How we doing? How we doing? Drop those likes. Let me know in the comments if all the sound and the visuals for you guys is good. Let me know. Happy New Year, Amber. Happy New Year, Steve. Just need to know about that audio real quick. Actually, you know what? I think we're good. I think we're good. Happy New Year, Paula. How you doing? How you doing? Everybody can see the. Gotta make sure you guys have your samples here so you can see them. What we got going on here? All right, all right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. John, you're going to blind your 3 different Blue Note uncut picks tonight. 124, 124.1, and 124.2. Wow. Those are really close proofed for those Blue Notes. That's crazy. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Audio is A+. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Happy New Year, Josh. Happy New Year to you. All right, guys. We'll wait. We'll give everybody a couple more minutes to get in here. We'll usually give everybody about 5 minutes to get into the live before we explain everything. Just start talking. Start talking. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Seems like there's no lag on my end when I see it on my screen now at this time. Interesting how that goes sometimes. Sometimes on my screen I have like a 15-second lag from my recording to my laptop when I'm watching it. Happy New Year, Alex. Happy New Year, Johnny. Happy New Year, Salty. Hope you guys are having a fantastic 2024, even though we're only, what are we, about 18 hours in. Happy New Year, Mom. Happy New Year, Beth. Best day of the year so far. That's right, Johnny. You can't get any worse than this, right? If there's someone named Salty Lettuce, I should change my name to Foot Lettuce. Now that's pretty funny. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh man, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. What did everybody do for New Year's? I want to hear what you guys did down in the comments below. Because I worked all night. I didn't get home until about 2 a.m. But the wife came to work with a bunch of her friends, and we were able to celebrate the new year. Watched the ball drop at the bar, and then had to get back to work. But it was a good time for me. Hope everybody else had a good time. Drop those likes, everybody. Let's hit that like. Much appreciated. uh, Sharp Dress Cat. That is a good name. That is a good name. I do like that too myself. Yeah, we all watched the Eagles lose, unfortunately. What a pathetic, pathetic team that is. But, all right, guys. We got a decent amount in here. Let's explain what's going on today. So, my Patreons, awesome, awesome guys over there, decided to do a double blind for me. So they sent 2 different blinds for me. They sent me a shelf available blind. So that's what we have in front of us here today. We've got samples sent from us from Sam, Steve, Josh, Big Al, Salty, Mark, and finally, John. Now, they sent me 7 samples. I didn't want to do 7 samples. I wanted to do 8. So that's why I added one of my favorite shelf available bottles into the mix as well, which is OGD 114. I've got no idea if one of their samples is OGD 114 until we crack open their answer keys here, and we'll find out just exactly which one of these came out on top. We've got no idea if my pick does or if one of theirs does until the very end. So this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a little bit longer of a blind because usually these blinds that we do on the lives like 4 or 5 bottles, but here we've got 8. So this is going to be an absolute fun time. Yes, Mark, I think Josh did send out of his box for you. I think that's what I remember seeing. So I think that Josh did take care of you on that. Yes, yes, Olivia did get trasholed at the bar. All right, guys. So, without further, you know what? Before we do that, as always, I have to drop the link to the Patreon in the chat, just so if anybody's new here and hasn't joined yet, let's go for that and let's do the Patreon right. And if you want to join for 2024, there's the link for you to go check it out. But without further ado, let's get into glass number 1 here on the left. And I'm not even going to look at whose glasses these are until the bitter end because I don't want anything to sway me in any direction. But you guys can see everybody is marked on the bottom of the glass. I wanted to wait for these too because, I mean, I know you guys sent these about a couple weeks ago. I just got Salty's. He was the last one to send one a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I figure, you know what? Maybe they'll forget what they sent me, and this will be a fun little blind to do. And I'm excited to get into your allocated bottles as well. But that's going to be a video for next week, probably Wednesday or Friday. So be on the lookout for that for the allocated bottles. I like this nose. It's a little nutty. Steve, I don't know if you're telling me the truth or if you're just trying to play me a little bit and say that you didn't send OGD 114 and make me think that you didn't, but you really did. We'll find out at the end though. This nose, it's got a little proof to it. It's not too crazy, but it's got a little nuttiness. It's a little herbal. It's a little earthy. I like it. I like it. Let's get into it. Whoa. Now, when I said a little proof to it, I meant a little proof. That's got a decent amount of proof giving you a hug going down. That's really nice. It's really viscous. It's really oily. Coats your entire mouth. And it's got this bubblegum effect to it. It tastes like it's a double bubble gum. That's really, really nice. I like that a lot. It's sweet. It's got a little bit of that vanilla, but that bubblegum note is really, really strong. Wow. That's really interesting. I only get bubblegum out of a couple of things every once in a while, but I've never had one that prevalent before. The one I sent isn't really allocated, but not the easiest to get. Hey, Salty, that's okay. That's okay. I won. You guys did this for me, and whatever you sent my way, I'm very appreciative of. You know, it just samples alone. I'm very appreciative of receiving. Oh man, I like this nose. It's a little darker. I get a little chocolate note off of it. This is really nice. What's going on, Major? How you doing? Cheers to you, baby buddy. I like this nose. It's got some chocolate. It's got a little espresso. I like this nose. This is really nice. Let's get into it though. Okay, all right. You guys sent me some proofy stuff. It again it didn't smell proofy on the nose, but going down, it's a little oakier too. This one right here is got a little bit more of an oaky punch, whereas that one there, I don't get the. Actually, you know what? I do get the bubble gum off of the nose. That is one of the most interesting pours this glass has to offer. Very, very interesting. I want to know what bourbons you guys are excited for 2024. We've got a list of stuff that is supposed to be coming out here soon. So I'm really interested to know what you guys are excited for because there's a couple of bottles that I'm excited for going into the year. The new Origin series that are going to be released. I mean, we'll get a new Origin that is going to be a little bit higher aged. I think we're just going up 1 year in the Origin series. I'm excited for the old overhaul, the 10-year cash strength that's already released, but I want to get my hands on that bottle really, really bad. That I mean, you guys know my love for the regular old Overholt 114, and I think the cash strength is 120 or 121 proof. So it's got some proof, it's got some kick to it, it's got that age that you're looking for, and it's a rye. So I mean, I'm starting to really enjoy ryes, and I think my love from the old Overholt 114 going into that 10-year cash strength is only going to amplify it. So I want to know what you guys are interested in. Let me know in the comments because I'm always intrigued to know what everybody is going to go out for this year, you know? Yeah, Mark said, I'm going back and looking at what we sent you, right about some proofy. Dude, these first two were like, I put my nose in the glass and it's not super pungent, but it hits your tongue. And as the first sip of the day, it was crazy. I didn't expect the punch that these had going down. You're going to be feeling right after this blind, John. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I didn't get to drink really yesterday, so this is my New Year's, right? Yesterday I had one glass of champagne as the ball dropped, and that was about it. Came home, got home at like just a little after 2. Hit the bed and was out like a light by 2:30, 2:45, and didn't wake up until 11 o'clock. But this nose here, it's a little bit different. It's not as soft and easy as these first two. So let's get into the palate. Okay. That's got a little bit more of a fruitiness going on for it. I'm getting a little, so I was getting chocolate off of the nose, but it was more like a darker chocolate, but on the palate, it's got a little bit more of a milky chocolate aspect to it. That espresso was still there, but I'm getting a little bit more of like a dark, rich fruit aspect coming off of this glass, which is really nice. I don't know if it's better than this one here though. I think that we're staying in one, two, three order at the moment. Going back to two, I think we're gonna have to do a little swap there. We're doing a little swap. But let's move on to glass number 4. I'm really excited to see what you all sent my way. This is going to be a really, really fun discovery for all of us. Ah, there he is. There he is. We were waiting for you. We were waiting for you. And you're the nerd, not us. You are. Took you long enough to get in here. The party has now started. That is correct. The party starter has arrived. And I want to know what you're drinking, Mike. We got to know what you're drinking. Because this one, I'm getting the proof off of the nose. The proof is here on the nose. Wow. I there's no party too hard where Mike doesn't drink the next day. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Back to work tomorrow. Lame-o. You're being lame. So this one here is your traditional, just like light brown sugar, a little touch of vanilla, a little oakiness, nothing too crazy, but there's a proofy punch coming in on that back end that brings everything together, and it's got a little bit more of an ethanol burn compared to these first three on the nose. Exactly, Mike. You can have a few pours. If I'm having a few pours, you can have a few pours as well. That is a very reminiscent pour. That is a very, very reminiscent pour, and I don't know where I'm remembering it from. It's grapey. It's got a little grapiness off of it. The one thing that I get grape off of is most of the time Eagle Rare, but this is a little bit proofier than Eagle Rare in my opinion. But then again, I could be completely wrong, and that could be a 90 proof bottle of bourbon that I'm drinking right there. Man, that's a good pour though. I don't know if it's better than three. No, I like three a little bit better than four. I do. I do. So right now, what's the order? Who's in first? I have no idea. You guys let me know in the comments if you want me to tell you the bottom of the glass because I'm doing a complete blind. I've got no idea who's in the bottom. But if you want me to tell you who's on the bottom of the glass as I'm drinking it, I can go for that. You guys let me know though. Or if you don't want to know, oh, for what do you mean? For me and the only way I'm confused, Mark. No, no, for you in the ranking. Grapey like wine. Any wine drinkers here? There's a couple of guys that drink wine in here. There are. I don't. Mark, I'm confused because this one right here, all the way to the left, is in number one. So I don't know what that one is, but this one is staying in number one. Nah, keep it as yes. You're right. You're right, Alex. You're right. Keep it a secret. I'll know which one is mine. You're right. You're right. Whoa. Okay. Talk about fresh wood chips coming out of a glass. That's this one right here. This is oaky, but it's not super oaky. It had a little bit of a piney nutness to it too. Mike coming up with the 1999. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mike, you rock. You freaking rock. Much love, much love. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. I hope you had a good day yesterday. Words are tough today. My fault. It's okay. Yeah. So I'm putting them in their respective order as I go along in my head as best as I can. We're gonna go through these again one more time just to see where everything falls. But right now we're on glass five, and I think I have the order that I want these glasses to be in at this moment. You know what I mean? So here we go. All right. So this is the oakiness is starting to dissipate a little bit. I think that initial thought that I got was wood, and the more prevalent note that I'm getting off of this is pine needles. And most of the time when I get pine needles, it's a rye, but I don't get rye spice coming off of this glass. I'm getting that pine needle aspect coming off of it. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what that could be, but I like it. Wow. That is really interesting. That's probably the number one with that really, really like prevalent bubblegum note. Words are hard for me too as well, Mark. With that bubblegum note, and this one, it's got a little bit of a licorice effect going on for it. That is really nice. So I'm leaning towards thinking that this is a rye because of that pine needle note that I got and the licorice effect that I'm getting off of the palate. I think that that's a rye, but I don't think it's better than these four. So it's going to stay here for this moment. So we're going to move on to glass number 6. This smells like another rye. Glass number 6 smells like another rye. Ugh. What's everybody's New Year's resolution? Let me know in the comments. Me, I'm going to try and lose a little bit of weight. As everybody is, beginning of the year, we all think we're going to go to the gym every single day and only eat 500 calories and lose 150 pounds by the end of the year. But hey, that's my resolution. Lose a little bit of weight. I want to know what yours are. I don't know if anybody sent a rye. These could just be bourbons, and I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about. Taking a ride, hoping for a pour when I get home of wine. Well, we can make that happen. We can make that happen. You're doing dry January, so that's a resolution. Okay, all right, and a little cleanse going on. I like it. I like it. The best pine I've ever tried is the Lucky 7 Toasted Holiday. Hey, you never know. That's what that could have been. But that had a very, very prevalent pine, like pine needle, pine bark, pine sap note coming through on it. All right, glass 7 here. This is a Buffalo Tracy nose, this glass here. So you guys know what was sent, and I could be completely wrong, and you never know. I could think that it's a rye, but it's. I'm gonna go back on it. Wow, that pot. That's so interesting. Maybe like a pumpernickel. There's some bready quality to that. And I don't know. This is one of the more interesting. If this was a list of interesting from 1 to 8, I think that this would either be number 1 or number 2 because of how interesting that glass is right there. From the nose to the palate to the finish, it's very interesting. Is it up my wheelhouse? Is it one that I would have every single day or go to every once in a while? I don't think I'd have it every day, but a go to every once in a while. That is something that I would add to my shelf for sure. This one is so interesting. Wow. Wow. I got to remember the one in the SLB glass is one of the most interesting pours I have had. But this is, again, this one here has that traditional Buffalo Trace nose. And I could be, again, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about half the time. So let's get into the palate. I'm getting a little peppery note coming off of that. It's easy to sip. It's got a little bitter pull on the tip of your tongue, but it's nothing too crazy. I poured some of what I sent you as a sample so I could try to guess what glass is my sample. Steve, you're putting me under pressure here, man, because I could be completely wrong on what I'm saying. And you could be in glass number 1 and I'm getting bubblegum out of it, but it could be freaking blue raspberry. Who freaking knows? I don't know. Golly, putting all the pressure on me now. But this glass here, I don't think it's Buffalo. I don't think it's a Buffalo Trace offering. I don't. I don't. We're getting some more people in here. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I hope you guys enjoy the blind. If we're gonna explain what's going on here for all the new people. We've gone through 8 glasses, but my Patreons decided to do a blind for me using their favorite available shelf bottles of bourbons. So I had 7 samples sent to me, and I put my favorite shelf available bottle, the old Granddad 114, in the blind. So everybody is marked on the bottom of the glasses, and we're just having a little bit of fun and seeing which one comes out on top and which one comes at the bottom. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves right now. If you are, make sure you go check out the Patreon to possibly join in on the fun and send samples my way for videos in the future. Swap samples with other people. They might have samples that you want, and they might have samples, or they might have samples that you want, and you might have samples that they want. So you guys might be able to do a flop and join the community. We have a blast over there. But we're on glass number 8. Make sure you guys drop that like, because these are always a blast. Or glass 6, sorry. These are always a blast to do. But yes, okay. It's a Buffalo Tracy nose, but not palate. I think that I don't think I can put it ahead of this one because of that interesting factor that this glass had. So we're moving on to glass number 7. Yeah, Mike, what did you pour? You said you were gonna have a pour, and I want to know what you poured. Salty, what are you drinking right now? I want to know what you're drinking. Yeah. Hit that like button, everybody. Please, please, please. Okay, so again, this is probably, these last 2 right here are your traditional bourbon noses. These other ones here have been completely different. It's got a little proof. It's got a little oakiness to it. Dennis, did I receive your blinds? I think I did. Yes. I have your blinds down there. I have them down there, and I've been saving all of these blinds. I've got another blind from Josh. I've got your blind. I wanted to do a bunch of blinds to start out in January, because I mean, this is the slow time for bourbon, and everybody loves, and I wouldn't say everybody loves watching blinds, right? But blinds are always a good go-to video when there's really not a lot of bottles being released in this time of year and stuff like that. So I'm saving a lot of these blinds for January, February time, before we get into some of the booming months of bourbons being released, going out, picking them up, and doing reviews for you guys. But I could have swore I sent you a message, Dennis. But if I didn't, I apologize. But yes, I did receive your blind. Elijah Craig, A122, always so good. I didn't get the A122. I've tried the B from last year and the C from last year, and I have all 3 of this year's. All right, this is, again, like I said, a traditional bourbon nose. Lower proof. That's one of the lower proofed bottles of the night so far. Sipping on the SLB Kent's Maker's Mark pick. What is the proof on the Kent pick? Is it like, what was that proof? Elijah Craig, A124. I'm interested in seeing what the age statement will be. So the larceny apparently has already been dropped, and also the Stag 23 or 24A has been dropped. So I haven't seen them in Jersey yet, but apparently those have already dropped. They've dropped last week before even 2024 even happened. Yeah, I wish I was able to get the B and the C larcenies this year, because apparently those were really top dogs. I was only able to acquire the A, whereas last year I was able to acquire all 3 of them. But I wasn't upset with being able to get all 3 of the Elijah Craigs. Don't worry about it, Dennis. Don't worry about it. Uh, I like this nose on 7. This is a nice nose. Did I already try this one? Golly. Once you get 6 in, You really don't remember much on which one you just had. Yeah, that was the one that's low proof. That's the low proof boy. Yeah, I remember it now. That's an easy sipper. That's an easy one to go to. Whatever you're looking for, there's no bitterness, there's no harshness. It's just a sweet all around sip right there, and it's really, really nice. That is a really nice sip. You're already hearing some so-so reports on larceny A124. Then again, it was being compared to C923. Yeah, I mean, from what I heard, C923 and the B523 were the best two larcenies in a very, very long time. So hey, who freaking knows? Is Mark saying Paulo's is number 7? Why? Because it's a low proofer. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. This one is another rye heavy nose. It almost smells like a boo rye in a way. This one smells like a boo rye. Yeah, this is my new Stanley Cup. I needed to get a new cup, and I wanted to get one. So now you can call me basic. But hey, we got the Stanley. Not the 40 ouncer, so it's not the heavy boy. It's the 30 ouncer. Nice and easy to carry. This smells rye forward. It's a high rye bourbon if it's a bourbon. And you guys aren't messing around with me. Let's get into it. There's really nothing to that glass. That's interesting. It's got a little bit of a warm vanilla, a little rye spice going for it. But after that, there is nothing to that pour. Not saying it's bad, but there's nothing that is wowing me out of this. And I think that is where these. I think we're in the ranking of where these should be. But we're gonna go through the palettes one more time really quick. Yes, I said I'm pretty sure I said I just wanted bourbons, and you guys are almost certain you sent me just bourbons. So I could be just really off on my palates, but you never know on some of these noses that these are a little bit more on that rye, higher rye bourbons, right? You know what I mean? Just tripping over my words a little bit. But that is a little bit more on that rye nose. Hey Josh, I'd be down for a rye blind. I'd be so down for a rye blind. Oh, you want to come in? Come here. Come here. Winston. Winston, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi. Everybody wants to see you. Everybody loves seeing a little bit of Winston. Everybody loves seeing a little bit of Winston. Everybody loves seeing a little bit of Winston. There he is. Everybody say hi. Hi, Winston. All right, Winston's got to go. Winston hates being picked up like that. Doesn't have anywhere to go. Ugh. Do you know what one is the OGD? I'm gonna guess one of the OGDs. If I had to guess, I might say that the OGD is this one, only because it had a little bit more of a proof punch. Yeah, I think that one. I don't want to guess though. I don't want to guess. Um, but yeah, I think that we have the order of what these should be in. I'm smelling them one more time. Hey there, Sam. There he is. Yeah, I think I like Glass Two's nose a lot. That's a really nice sip out of Glass 2. That is a really, really nice sip. But this nose, this bubble gum, whatever this is, I get that bubble gum on the palate as well, and it is so nice. I love whatever is in this glass. This one here and the SLB, I'll remember that, are the two most interesting, but this one is so nice. It's not proofy. It's not as proofy as I thought it was in the very beginning. And I think that that one is definitely going to stay in the lead. Oh man, cling. It's got that grapiness to it. Yeah, I think that this is going to be the order that we are keeping everything in. So if you guys want to put in the chat right now where you think your glasses have fallen, let me know, because I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to decide on that, and I'm going to drink a little water. This is the order. This is the order, and man, oh man, I want a bottle of whatever 1 and 5 are so bad. 1, 2, and 5. Glass one's so good. Wow, that probably might be one of the most interesting pours I've had in a very long time. Just how different that bubblegum note is. Steve, I have no idea where my sample is. That's funny. We'll find out together. We'll find out together. Two is just an all-around great pour. A great pour. Salty said mine is probably in last. A bubblegum note. I got no idea what sample that would even be we sent. Well, crap. Maybe I'm just way off. But I'm telling you, this one right here in this glass number 1, bubblegum Palooza. And this one, pine needles, pine sap, pine bark, maybe a little bit of birch, those needly trees, cedars, whatever it is. This one reminds me of Christmas. If you had one of those Christmas trees, oh man, that is 100% that. So, we're going to start and we're going to find out what came in last place. So last place's sample was sent to us by Salty. You were right. You were right, and I'm sorry to say that you were right, but yours did get last place. I'm sorry. And you also sent me both of your allocated end shelf samples in one piece of paper. So I had my wife take it and write down your shelf there. So I have absolutely no idea what this is. And here we go. We're going to find out, everybody, right now. In 8th place, we've got Salties coming in as the Fiddler Unison at 90 proof. So, like I said, this one it's not bad whatsoever. It's a 90 proofer. I knew it was a low proofer. And it's just a really good all-around pour. That's just a really, really good all-around pour that you can't go wrong with whatsoever. So, Salty, I'm sorry. You've got 2 blinds in a row where we did the barrel and your barrel sample came in last, and then we did this one and your sample came in last. Hey, I have hopes that you are going to win the allocated bottle. Who knows? But we're going to get in a 7th place. 7th place is going to go to Big Al. Let's find out what Big Al sent our way. All right, so we've got shelf from Big Al and Sam. So I'm going to try and not see what Sam sent really quick from Big Al. All right, so Big Al's on the top, thank God. So Big Al sent Heaven Hill bottled in bond. So Big Al sent the Heaven Hill bottled in bond. And then we've got 7th place. 7th place is going to go to Josh. Now let's see what Josh sent us. Josh's is all nicely done up in an envelope. Let's crack this bad boy open. All right. Josh in 7th place. Old Forester 100 proof. That's interesting. Okay, I see that now. I see that now. I do. All right. Interesting. Now we're on to the one where I was finding that piney note, that the pine needles, the pine trees, the pine sap. And this one was sent to us by Sam. So Sam sent us Still Austin cask strength. That's really interesting. Wow. That's a Still Austin cask strength right there, huh? Wow. That's so interesting. It's got to be because it's in that Texas sun. It's got to be because of that. Wow. I don't know. And that's so different than the Balcones and the, oh God, what is the other one? The brothers. The other big Texas named distillery. That's so different. It's so good. It's so interesting. I need to get a bottle of the Still Austin so badly. I really do. Let's find out who came in 4th place. 4th place is going to go to Mark. And Mark's is going to be Old Forester 1920. Very interesting. Okay, okay. All right. What did I just do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, in 3rd place. 3rd place, we've got mine. So Old Granddad 114. I was right on the selection that this was the Old Granddad 114. Wow. Holy cow. That is a really good pour. I mean, it's not the best thing, obviously, because these two here beat it out. But apparently we've got Steve and we've got John's. So we're going to find out right now what 2nd place is, because, hey, we never know. 2nd place is going to go to John. And John sent us, let me rip this open here, which means Steve's, right? Yep, Steve's came in 1st. John's was Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit Camp Nelson E at 101 proof. These are obviously non-age stated, but they're 6 to 8 years old. So, here we go. Steve, yours got number 1. And I don't know if you're finding that bubblegum note that I am finding so prevalently on this glass. Because it is like I'm chewing bubblegum. That is so, so interesting, and I want to get into this. I want to know what it is. You definitely don't get any bubblegum. Well, one of us is wrong. One of us is wrong. Because, wow. I don't know. If it's not bubblegum, I need to quit doing what I'm doing. Wow. That's so bubblegummy. Oh my god. Well, let's find out what it is. Number 1 to Steve is going to be Lucky 7, the Frenchman. Wow. French oak finished in new French oak barrels, bottled at 113 proof. Batch number 3. Dude, Steve, that's a really good pour. And it's got some bubblegum notes in there that you're just not finding. You're just not finding these bubblegum notes. And I can smell this all day. And that just goes to show everybody watching this right now. French oak finished for the win. I love a French oak bourbon. And a rye. So good. Man, that's so good. That is such a nice nose. There you have it. Salty, I'm sorry. I am so sorry that you got last place again. I don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me get back in. I want to go in it one more time. No, going back into it, it's a little young. And I think that that's what it was. It's a little bit young for what it is. But hey, it's a good pour. It's a really nice pour. And then this one was Big Al's, and that was, oh God, what was that again? Big Al sent us. I can't even remember anymore. They're all really good pours. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a fun one. Steve, you need another of the Frenchman or another pour? Man, I love this nose so much. It is Fiddler's Low Proof Shelfer. Is that bottle double oaked, or is it just their just low proof standard offering? Mark said both. That's funny. That's funny. And this one was John's. Man, that was good. That's a good pour. Man. Man, oh man. I hope you guys enjoyed this blind. These are always fun to do. These are always so fun to do. So let's go over a couple of things that we have planned for 2024. We have in the books, hopefully, later on in the year, a trip to Kentucky to possibly pick out a barrel for the Patreons. Not disclosing which distillery that's going to be, but that is most likely in the books and working on right now. The pick that we just did, the Wilderness Trail barrel proof, that one we are hoping comes in within the next couple of weeks. So with that, once I get the link to the website for everybody who is a Patreon, I will drop that for the Patreons first. From that link, you can go onto the website and you can purchase your bottle off of there. And I believe on there, you can also say that you need this bottle shipped. And when you need that bottle shipped, what we're going to be doing is we're putting that bottle in a box and we're making sure that it doesn't break. You guys will then Venmo me the $20 or Cash App or Zelle or whatever way is easiest for you. $20 for the box, the shipping, and the handling, and we will get it out to you as soon as possible. Same thing for the YouTubers. After it goes live for the Patreons for a day, I'm going to be putting the link into a community chat on the channel for you guys to go on there. The only people that are able to buy a bottle that are not in the Patreon are people that are willing to drive to Adelphia's to pick it up. That is the only way possible that you can get one if you are not a Patreon. Only Patreons are getting bottles shipped. Um, so hey, that's the way we're doing it for that. Later on, we will be, once we keep growing and growing and growing, and we can do barrels within a day just for us, because this is a collaboration pick with Adelphia's, with the Central Jersey Bourbon Society, and myself. They're letting me put these barrels out for you guys first, and then we're releasing it to the other members in Central Jersey Bourbon Society. So once we grow a little bit more and we can sell the bottles like clockwork like that, we'll be able to go through a bigger distributor, and these barrels will be sent strictly through them, and we won't have any confusion. Hopefully, moving forward with those picks. And you know what we'll do? Hopefully we'll be doing collaborations with other channels, barrel picks and stuff like that, where we can collab. Who knows? 2024 is going to be an amazing, amazing year, and I cannot wait to see what this year brings, because the growth has been crazy. That's all due to you guys. The love has been crazy. Again, that is all because of you guys, and I can't thank you guys enough. Yeah, Steve, I can't wait for the pick either. I haven't gotten my bottle yet because we're waiting for the barrel to be shipped. And once it's shipped, I will 100% for sure let you guys know. Uh, yes, Salty, it was just a tease, and I am sorry. I'm sorry. So I'm going to leave it in the chat one more time, the link to the Patreon. Make sure you guys go check that out. For as little as $2 a month, you still get entered into being able to pick bottles from barrels that I pick. You get into the Discord where everybody is. We talk all day long. We send samples. We do mules for people, stuff like that. So it's an absolute amazing time, and I hope to see more of you come over there and join up. It's an absolute blast. But I hope you guys enjoyed the blind. It's only been about an hour for this for the live, but I mean, I'm tired. I'm probably gonna go right to bed after this. I'm gonna finish these and hit the sack. But if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna leave the chat open for a couple of minutes, and I'll answer anything you guys have for me till about 8 o'clock. So if you got any questions, leave them in the comment section, and I'm more than happy to answer anything you guys have for me. I'm going to go start drinking a couple more of these and see if I can find any other notes in these real quick. Every time I go back to it, though, Salty, it's a good pour. It's a really, really good pour. There's some earthy qualities in this one. That's a good pour. Yes, Salty, good point there. Good point there. So I gotta double check on the date for it. But Giving Tuesday is coming up early this year, and I'm going to be doing a charity live stream for Give Kids the World. If you guys don't know what Give Kids the World is, it's where kids go for Make a Wish to do anything down in Florida, pretty much. You've got Universal, you've got Disney, you've got Gatorland. Everything that a kid wants to do who uses Make a Wish goes through. Most of them go through Give Kids the World, where it's this amazing community. They get housed for free. They get everything that they want, Yeah, I volunteered there once before. My wife has volunteered there twice, and it is an absolutely life changing experience. Not only just going there, but volunteering there for a whole week. It is an absolute it changes your perspective of the world when you go there and give these kids that are going through so much the opportunity to experience an absolutely amazing week of their life. So that's what I am going to be doing later. Early 2024 is this charity live stream where I'm gonna have a couple of bottles for auction. You guys, wherever the bids go, however high those go, those bids are going strictly to Give Kids the World as a one big giant donation. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to match the entire price that you guys end up donating to, but I am going to be matching somewhat of that donation to send as well. So I hope that we can send a big lump sum over to Give Kids the World, because if you haven't heard of it, let me find the link. I'm gonna try and find the link to Give Kids the World for you guys to go check out, because they do awesome stuff over there. Give Kids the World. Give Kids the World Village. Here we go. So pulling it up right now so I can put the link of their website on here, just so you guys can go check it out. Here we go. All right, Give Kids the World. There it is. That's the website. You guys go check it out for the cause that we're going to be doing the fundraiser for. Charity stream is going to be when is Giving Tuesday? When is Giving Tuesday 2024? So Giving Tuesday is, oh wait, wow. Giving Tuesday is different this year. It's December 3rd. I thought it was early 2024. Huh. We'll figure. I'm gonna do it in the first quarter of 2024. I thought Giving Tuesday was earlier than that, because when we did it for college for something else, it was early in there. Interesting. All right, whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna try and do it in the first quarter of 2024. Hopefully by end of February, early March is when I'm planning on doing this entire big thing. I'm gonna go into a couple of stores, see if they have any bottles that they want to put up for the auction, and so yeah, that's the plan for the this year's fundraiser, and it's gonna be a fun one. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to see what the everyday drinker community can pull together and give back to these kids that deserve the world. Because hey, we've got it right here, and their life freaking sucks. But that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Videos start back up on Wednesday. We took today off. I'm sorry for that, but you know what? We're starting the year off strong. Live stream. I want you guys to hold me accountable. Going off of the live streams, we're gonna try and do one every month, and I'm probably going to, even though we just did one now in the beginning of the month, I'm possibly going to be doing one at the end of every single month. So we might do one more at the end of January, and we'll move forward from there. Do them the last Monday of every month. So February last Mondays, and so on and so forth. So hope you guys hold me accountable for that. Sometimes I get a little bit lazy at night, but it's always a blast talking with you guys. Can I do it February so I have some pores? Mark, so here's the thing. We'll do it. We'll see where the Mondays fall. You never know. It could be an every 4 week thing, every 5 week thing. We'll see. We'll see. We'll come up with a strict schedule that I myself need to follow. So there we go. But hey, that is what it is. I appreciate that, Steve. I appreciate that. December does give me time to set it all up. That is true, Salty. But I really want to get this going, and we'll see where it goes. We'll see. I need to get the bottles. I need to set everything up. I need to see what kind of an auction site we can use, or even if it's just through me and you guys give full trust into me. to set up the we'll set up like a Venmo thing or something to where you guys can send the money and I can ship the bottles to you for whoever wins. We'll figure it all out. We will. And once that comes into full fruition, I will let you guys know all about that charity auction because, hey, we're going to be doing more live streams in 2024. And go check out the store because you guys can go get this really nice sweatshirt. It's a little bit more pricey side, but hey, it's a warm one. It's got a nice hood. You got the black logo in the front. You got Everyday Drinker on the sleeve. And it's a comfy sweatshirt. It's a comfy sweatshirt. It's a nice form-fitting sweatshirt. It makes you look nice. Only with that patch though. But hope you guys enjoyed this live. It's been an absolute blast. Here's to 2024, and I hope you guys enjoy the content to come. But cheers.